What up, gents? Welcome to the Simsational Gent. I am your host, Sean C. Welcome to live stream number 44. And I'm going to tell you right now, I cannot believe we up to 44 live streams. I think I only missed like 1 week here on the Simsational Gent. But that's neither here nor there. Today's subject, and we're going to talk about, can modern women change this one fault that I believe that's holding them back, okay? Can modern women change their biggest fault that I believe is holding them back? Now, before I tell you what the biggest fault is, let me just say that if you're new to the channel, thank you for being here. Here at the Simsational Gent, we talk about topics like this. We talk about dating, relationships, and you can follow my adventures of travel here. I'm in Mexico and hopefully more places around the world. So if you are interested in that, somebody that's going to bring it to you real, make sure you hit that like button so other people can know that this is going on, and consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that bell icon notification next to the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos here on TSG. So so today's topic is, well, I'm ahead of myself. Sorry about that. I went to Walmart before I started the live stream, so I literally just got back, kind of got all the stuff situated, and now I got the live stream going. But when I talk about being in for live stream 44, I want to say first and foremost that I couldn't have gotten here without you guys. This channel has grown bigger and bigger because it's people that like you that watch the channel that I couldn't do this without y'all. And I appreciate everybody who's become a gent on this channel, who supported this channel, especially my people from day one that have been here. And again, I'm just so grateful for you guys being here. So I hope you guys also check out yesterday's video where I go to the beach here in Cancun, Mexico, and I just show you my day at the beach, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. And listen, I had a buddy of mine who's in film school tell me about how terrible yesterday's video was. Hey, you could have did this, you could have hired this person. I'm like, look, man, any little money that I've even gotten from anybody, really and truly, I spend more than that just supporting this. You know what I mean? I put it right back into it. And right now I don't have I'm not making any money on this channel such that I can invest in cameraman or, I can go ahead and do all these things. And hopefully the channel grows to that level, because once it does, I will reinvest back into this, because I want this to be a place, if you're new here, you're watching this pre-recorded, and even if you're live, I want this to be a place that you can voice your opinions, your thoughts, and that we can have a robust discussion so that we can have amicable outcomes for everyone that's involved. So with that being said, right now, I know we don't have many people in here right now, but until we get there, the other part of this channel is me doing shout outs. So anybody who comments in the chat, hello, hi, whatever, keep it respectful. I always give a shout out because, again, viewers like you and channels like this and other ones would not be able to exist if it weren't for you guys watching and support. And so I want to make sure I always give back every show I do shout outs. And so today is no exception. All right. So I'll get there in a second. Again, I am your host, Sean C. And I have 44 live streams. There's only like one Wednesday or something. I took a gap in making the show. I even did a live stream on my birthday. And that's how dedicated I am to this cause, to make sure that we have topics that we can talk about. Now, real quick, I know we don't have a lot of people in there. I want to give a shout out to my friend, Lucy from Brick Girls Go Stateside. Make sure you go check out her channel, her mom, Julie's channel. It's a great channel, which they do so much stuff on there. I really love the differences between, Americans and Brits on different things. The latest of their shows that you guys should check out is about words that they get annoyed hearing. And I will tell you, Lucy, that some of those words that don't agree with you, like, come on. Oh, you guys find new words. I'm like, what's wrong with that? So that's the kind of fun you'll have on their channel. It's a great channel. Check it out, subscribe. You won't regret it. All right. So again, today's topic: can modern women change their biggest fault? Now, before I tell you, let me change this banner. See, what kind of operation am I running here? Okay, what kind of operation is people running here? All right. All right. So before I go ahead and tell you what I feel is, and not just me, but a lot of other men feel this way too. But what's the biggest fault of modern women? I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I was answering under another comment on a whole other YouTuber's page. And the topic they was talking about was pretty deep. I know a lot of men probably go through and suffer some of the things that the men that was, that was in the video or the topic of the video. There's a lot of men that suffer through some of these things. All right. And so I commented down below and I just shared my story. And let me tell you, if you're new here, your comments, I try to get to every comment. Now, some of the subsequent comments is hard for me to get to because it doesn't always tell me when you reply back on subsequent comments. But every other day, twice a week, I go through. Sometimes it might be a little longer, but I try to get through and I try to see if you guys left any subsequent comments underneath. I'll scroll through for a little bit and see if there's any comments that you reply, just to make sure that I keep engaged with the people here on this channel. I will say that I wanted to engage, and I don't always comment under people's videos, but this one I felt obligated to share my story because I felt somebody could benefit from it. You know what I mean? Like, so when you guys leave comments on my videos, part of it is me responding to your story and grateful for your perspective, or give you my perspective, or tell you why I agree or disagree. But it starts engagement and conversation. When you share your story, to me, you took the time out to leave a story and tell people what you're going through, what you're experiencing. It's good or bad, you're leaving your story. And I think that's important. So that's why I try to get to every comment, at least every initial comment that you leave. And so I decided to leave a comment. I started talking about my experience with my relationships, dealing with the mother of my children. And, and there's no bad mouthing them. They got their own lives now, and I'm happy for them. And that's where I'm at, a place of peace where I can talk about it. But I did talk about some of the struggles that I ran through with one of my exes. And so I made this long paragraph hoping that, someone could say, you know what, I can relate to that, or I feel that. And there was a woman who left a comment under my comment, and the only thing she said was, well, all that's your own fault. And I was like, wow, man, that's kind of insensitive. But I thought about it, and I want you guys to bear with me on this, okay? There are a lot of men who will say the same thing about modern women. There are a lot of men that will make comments to women on these posts and different things. A woman that's trying to share herself. Most guys, if the woman is being sincere and genuine, most guys will be amicable to her because at least she's putting her story out. At least she's saying something. But every now and then you get some guys who are very cruel and bitter. And instead of fostering dialogue that's going to allow us to get to the place that we can actually have conversation, men and women today tend to well, I'm going to just be rude. And so, even when I disagree with people in the comments, there's a couple of times I should have went off on people, but I didn't. And I had a couple of friends of mine say, why you didn't go off on that fool? I'm like, because that's not going to start a conversation. It's not going to be something that's going to bring us to actually talking to each other. And so I didn't get mad about the comment. Hey, it's just your fault. It's your fault, so whatever. And that's how cool and how cruel and how cold and quick it was. Oh, today's drink of the day, this is just vodka. And I just went to the store and I grabbed cranberry and cran apple, right? And it's like ocean spray. So, except everything here is high in sugar, but it's reduced sugar. Compared to America, it's less sugar. Before I get back into how my reply was there, I'm gonna go to the comments and answer my friend Lucy's comment. Agreed. I love that YouTube allows us all to share our experiences and perspectives. Reading comments is often fascinating. Shame it can't always be friendly though. You're right about that. Yeah, no. Lucy, as a content creator, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, you was like before my channel was still like nothing, right? You guys had hit a level where you guys had blew up. You know, you guys started getting traction. Your channel got up there. It's starting to grow. And I think that's when I believe that we talked about it. I think you guys brought me on your channel for an interview, and I think you guys were talking about how or maybe it was on the show y'all did. I can't remember. It's been a while now, right? It's been a while, right? We've been rolling with each other. We've been friends for a minute. And but I remember you guys talking about how, or we maybe had a private chat about it, how cruel people are with their comments. How people they don't have anything positive to add to the conversation. They just want to be mean. They just want to be negative. Now let me tell you, I say what I'm going to say on this channel. I want that to be clear. This channel, I'm real about what I got to say and how I feel in my beliefs and stuff. Let me say that first and foremost. But again, there is a way to talk to people so that you can foster dialogue and conversation that's going to help move things along. And it's unfortunate that we can't get to that part that we can agree to disagree at before. We used to be able to talk things out. Or people used to try to talk things out. Now everybody's in their feelings. Everybody's being a bunch of little bitches, okay? Let's just face it, okay? Men, women, bitches, whatever you want to call them. I said it. Yes, I did. People act like, you hurt me. You hurt all of my feelings, right? We gotta get past that. Get out of your feelings and be rational. And that's what we talk about here on this channel, about being rational when we talk about different things, being able to, have a conversation. There's a friend of mine, she's not here right now, but our friend Wanda, Miss Nietzsche's channel, she had a live stream the other day and it was great. And she had a really good topic. She actually had questions and she posed the questions to the chat. And because of those questions that she had in the chat, there were things that I agreed with, there was things I disagreed with, but we were able to foster dialogue. And a couple of things people said, I was like, okay, I understand that. I kind of agree with that. However, let me add this, or I agree with that. And then there were some things that people said they disagreed with me. And I said, okay, well, this is the way I feel, and this is the reason why. And we were able to have conversation and discussion. And that's kind of why I like bringing these topics up to the live stream, because I like to have live feedback on what you think about on these type of topics that we're talking about today. To finish what I replied to the young lady who said, well, all the things that happened with you and your ex, that's your fault. Let me tell you, I took a few minutes and I thought about it, and she was absolutely correct. I couldn't argue it. If a woman had wrote that about how the dudes in her life were terrible dudes, how the men in her life didn't treat her well, they left her high and dry. She had 2 exes and both of them you kind of did this, kind of acted this way, and things spiraled, all these different things. Us men would say, you chose that. You accepted those people in your life. Now, I told you that I was going to tell you what the biggest fault was of modern women. And the one thing in that scenario, when we would tell a woman that, and that woman told me it's all your fault, is the thing that is holding modern women back from being on the path to being their better self, and to putting themselves in a position that their lives will be a little bit better. And I'm not talking about balling out and spending money. I'm talking about being the path starting to being a better person. The thing that is the fault with modern women is accountability. So when that woman told me all of that was your fault, I couldn't argue it, because at the end of the day, I chose those women. I needed to be accountable for the things that I did, for the people that I chose. And we expect that of women. Us men today expect women, or we wish that modern women would be more accountable for their actions and stop blaming everybody. Stop blaming men for all your problems. You made the choice. Take accountability for it. Now, me telling my story on that post wasn't me ducking accountability, because anybody that's been here on this channel has heard me talk about how I changed myself. What do I say on this channel all the time? Men, you guys, men, us men, need to work on ourselves. We need to work on our purpose. I say that all the time on this channel about what us men should do. So, how would I sound me telling women to hold themselves accountable and not putting myself in a place where I hold myself and the gents on this channel just as accountable as I would expect a woman to be? There are some of us men, not all of us, but there are some of us men that want to hold women accountable. But we need to check and make sure that we're holding ourselves accountable. And the reason why, gents, I tell us to go down that path of working on ourselves and our purpose is so that we live a life of principle, to hold ourselves accountable, to work on us, to do the work. That's what Kevin Samuels talked about, did he not? Kevin Samuels talked about putting in and doing the work. Men didn't get a free pass on this channel. Go watch Kevin Samuels' old videos, God rest his soul, and he held men accountable too. It wasn't until we got a boom of women coming on the channel that wanted to know his perspective, or wanted to say what they had to say, that he really started seeing an uptick. Do not be hypocritical in the way you carry yourself, James. Am I perfect? No, and I do not claim to be perfect. I am a man that is always striving to be the best version of myself. Walk through on my purpose so I can live my best life. Is what we talk about here. It's been the motto of this channel since the beginning, and I stand by it because I live it. Because I live it. Anybody who's been on this channel knows that what I'm doing right now, traveling and living my best life, I said I was going to do this from the beginning of this channel. From the inception of this channel, this was always going to be a part of it, because I've been working on this plan to live the way I'm living for the last 7 years. So when I tell you, put in the work, when I tell you to do the work, I'm not telling you because where you can tell me, no, because I've been doing it. I do it. I put in the work. Are you? So that woman telling me in the comments that that's your fault. She was absolutely correct. I chose the women in my past. I allowed the things to happen. And that is the thing. That is the topic that we're talking about today. Accountability. The lack of accountability amongst modern women is one of the biggest things, I believe, amongst others. Obviously, if you saw my last video, the 10 faults of modern women that's ruining everything. Okay? Then you would see that there is work that needs to be done. All right, let me get some comments again. Sorry I haven't got there. Lucy says, a huge part of a successful relationship is being able to admit when we are wrong and apologize at fault. It helps us get better as a person, and it helps the relationship to grow stronger too. Absolutely agree with you. Cannot stress it any more than that. You know, if you can't learn to take fault with yourself while you're single, while you're by yourself, while no one else is around, if you cannot take fault for yourself or take accountability of your actions and your decisions while you're by yourself, how are you supposed to accomplish that when someone else comes into your life? Give me 1 second, gents. Let me switch over to this real quick. I know you guys can still hear me. I just need to check something on the screen. I don't want it to mess anything up, okay? But yeah, so how can we expect certain things of people and we won't do them ourselves? That makes you a hypocrite. Nobody wants to listen to hypocrites. Matter of fact, some of you guys probably follow channels of hypocrites. And that's no knock on you. It's just to say that some people put a good wool over our eyes and they put up this facade. This is who you get. And I'm not claiming to be better than any of y'all out there. But I will say that I've put in the work over the last 7 years. And it's been a lot of work. And I still have a lot more to do. But I've done that so that I can come before you here on the Simsational Gent and tell you what I'm telling you with confidence, that I'm doing the best that I can every day, that I take accountability for my actions. So this ain't about me talking today, gents. I actually had this topic was going to be a video. And so yesterday when I was trying to come up with the video, I said, man, I need to talk about tomorrow's live stream. I wanted to get back to doing these type of topics because you guys engage a lot more with these type of topics. And so I want the engagement. You guys can watch my travel videos any day of the week, but these topics still need to be talked about. And with Kevin Samuels not here anymore, we need to continue to have these voices of men, grown ass real men that's gonna talk about the things, all right? Look at me. If you're younger, look at me as the father you never had. You know, if you if you're in your 30s, late 30s, look at me as the big brother. If you're in your 40s, look at me as your brother or your friend. If you're older than me, then I respect you. And that's why we need y'all voices up in here too. You guys have been through things. That's why I respect all you guys' comments. The guys that have been through it. And you guys lend so many of your stories and voices, we can all learn from it. Do I agree with everything? No, because I realize that you guys have been through so much life, you're just at the point where you're at. But your stories will help younger men to get on the track, to say, I know what this man has been through. Maybe I can learn some lessons from him. But this ain't about me talking the whole time. I actually told you guys this was already something I was going to do as a video. So I come with clips. The very first clip I'm going to pull up. All right. Let me see if I can do this without, is everything muted? Okay. So let me, I just realized I had the music going the whole goddamn time. Sorry about that, y'all. Had the music going the whole time. All right, I'm gonna bring up the first clip here. I gotta get my stuff set up. I apologize about that. Before I plug that in, I need to make sure I got everything. So hopefully there haven't been was there an echo the whole time? There's probably an echo the whole time. I'm so sorry about that. All right, so hopefully that got rid of any echo there was or anything like that. I'm about to bring up this first clip. This one is just a little funny clip that I want to bring up. So hopefully you guys get a laugh at it. Hopefully you guys get a little laugh at it like I did, okay? So I'm about to share my screen with you guys. Let's do this. Man, there's so much to this, you know what I mean? Okay. Let me go to the comments real quick before I put this video up. Lucy said, not very much of an echo, don't worry. There's a little echo because this is all like brick around me, so it echoes anyway. And the other thing is I think I did everything muted, but I had to make sure just in case there was an echo because I have two sources of mics going. All right. And then we have Wanda here. How you doing, Wanda? Thank you for being here. Wait, I hit the wrong one. Hey, Wanda, thanks for being here. She says, hey, Sean in chat. I just brought you up, Wanda, believe it or not. What I said was I just talked about the last live stream you had and how you had really good questions and it got everybody involved. It was really good to be in there and be able to voice that. And I think the more voices that we have trying to be big brother and be big sister to people and on these topics, Wanda, I think that hopefully we can reach a few people. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful to the women that are a part of the Simsational Gent because even though this is predominantly a men's channel, it is your voices and your perspectives that we need so that it's just not just an echo chamber of us yelling back and forth at each other. We need you guys input and maybe learn something different about what, how men are feeling. If you're a lady here watching this pre-recorded. So thank you, Wanda, for being here. Make sure you guys go check out her channel. It is an excellent family channel that I know you're gonna love. So Wanda says, prayerfully so. Yeah, we try, right? Okay. So I'm gonna bring up this video. You're about to see my screen for a second, and then I'm gonna bring this up. All right. Let's go.
Go ahead! Get the fuck!
Oh man. So I don't know if y'all caught what happened in there, but I guess there was some women arguing. So he just took the spray and sprayed them, and there was accountability, sprayed them with accountability, and they started yelling. So I thought that was funny. That would have been the opening clips of my video had I done it. Yeah. Wanda's like, yeah, you spray them with accountability, they start yelling like it's holy water. Oh man. So that's the first clip, okay? But I do want to get back on subject. We're going to talk about, oops, there's probably an echo. There's the echo. Sorry about that. I want to get back to the subject, right? So I have another clip. We just got the comedy clip out. I want to make sure I get the second clip.
I'm officially done.
Now, I'm going to mute this one because I can't remember. Oh, it's less than 6 seconds. So I should be able to play it without getting copyrighted, I believe. All right. So let's go there. I'm not going to even listen to it because I know what she says. Actually, no, I need to listen. I don't know why I'm playing like I don't need to listen, but I want y'all, it's a very quick clip. It's like 6 seconds. But this next clip that I'm about to play for you guys, you hear a lot of modern women bring up this point. And I want you guys to pay attention to what she's saying because this is something that we hear all the time. And we just talked about accountability in relationships. We talked about accountability of who we allow into our lives, who we tolerate in our lives. We talked about accountability on there. I want you guys to hear this because this is something that you hear from a lot of young ladies nowadays, all right? So again, y'all gonna share my screen for a minute. Hold on for a second. Okay, let me bring this up.
I'm officially done trying. If you want me in your life, come find me. No more handouts. I'm matching energy.
All right. So I'm gonna mute this and I'm gonna go back through. I just want you to see a few things. Why is the volume so loud on that thing? Give me a second, y'all. Let me take that down. My ears are bleeding listening to that. All right, now I want y'all to see something. I want to go through. She says, no more handouts or no more giving of myself, no more handouts. Now I'm matching energies. Don't we hear all the time women say about matching energies and this, that, and the third? Listen, I do believe in energies. I did engineering, right? So I understand energies and transfers. It works in real time too. But I think that too many people rely on memes, too many people rely on these energies, and too many people rely on all these things that they like to say because it sounds good. They use it as a crutch. But what they don't do is they don't take the time to take the real actions necessary in order to be able to change and correct the deficiencies in their life. So I'm going to show you, right? So going with your bad self, girl, you look good. Oh, there you go. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. Look, she's showing you she balling. She living her life. Oh, I'm in front of a Christmas tree. Look at me. I'm styling. Is her lips injected? I hope they not. That's terrible. So there she is. Look at them nails. Look at them nails. Men don't want that shit. Excuse my French, ladies and gentlemen. Men don't care about your nails. I do it for me. Okay then. All right. You're waiting for the dude to come around that want to deal with you with them long ass nails. All right. Oh, look at you on the beach sipping on a coconut, on a pina colada. Oh, look at you. All right. Look at that. You just, oh, I'm living. Oh, she in a cenote. Oh, she out here? Or maybe she live out here. I don't know. Maybe she here in Mexico. I don't know. She in a cenote. A cenote. Oh, look at it. She jet skiing. Oh, damn. Maybe she is out here. Where the hell is that? Or is that Hawaii? No, that look like, that could be Cancun, y'all. Damn, she out here somewhere? All right. I see you, girl. Look at them nails. Look at them shits. The nails got rhinestones on them. Lifestyles and the rich and the fabulous. All right. Man, you need to stop sucking on the ice cream cone like that. I don't know about that. Look at that. Look at these nails. Look at that shit. Look at it. Okay? Look at it. Men don't want to deal with this. I don't know what's wrong with her inside of her mouth. That look weird. Them lips look injected though. Them lips look injected. Okay? Don't do that to your lips. You got thin lips, just have thin, yep, them thin. Look at that. Oh, you're on a boat. Oh shit, you know what? That looked like one of the boats going to Isla Mujeres. Out here, I swear, all this looks like it's here in Cancun, Mexico. All right? So let me go back to my screen. I'm sorry, yo. I talked a lot of mess on that last one. If you just come into this live stream, we are talking about the biggest fault that is hindering modern women. Hit that like button so other people know that this is going on and be a part of this conversation that we having tonight. Okay? Thank you guys for being here. Okay, thank you guys for being here right now. So here's what I gotta say. What she said is something that a lot of modern women talk about, right? A lot of modern women talk about this stuff. Tonight's drink is vodka and cran apple. So you've been through bad relationships. You can't find somebody. You hate the way your relationships end. And then you say, I'm done. And I get it. We've all been there. Oh, I'm done. I'm tired of being treated this way. Right? So match my energy. I need you to come to my level. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you are a lady, that likes the way she living, maybe you do. Maybe say, man, she's sitting coconut, she's sitting on a coconut. She got her nails did, looking all fly. Got the jewels, she got the bling bling on the nails. Man, her lips is looking nice and puffy. Looking all good, sucking on that ice cream. I'm being extra playful tonight, y'all. But she over there sucking on that ice cream all succulently. Is that a word? Succulently? Somebody look that up. I added an extra Lee to that, so don't look that up. Okay, I know that's not a word, right? But something that I want you guys to realize about that. Given if you look at her lifestyle, all the stuff, she's trying to put off the airs that she's living her best life. So I'm just making an assumption. I'm not saying, maybe her life is completely different than what I'm about to say. I am going to say, as a man who was poured through hundreds and hundreds of these types of videos, that is most likely, that's the way she living. She trying to live boss lifestyle, boss B lifestyle. Okay, that's the way she trying to live it. She trying to give everybody the perception. If you watch my beach video, you can see all the ladies that was trying to get that pose on the beach. They was all on the beach trying to do the posing. The girlfriends, they all trying to get the one with the pink on in the video. She laid her head, she laid down on the brick, and her hair was tossed back, and the waves were behind her. If you are that type of woman that is living that, wants to live that lifestyle, then most likely the type of men that you was dealing with was the Chads, the Tyrones, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, and you wonder why your life is where it's at. You wonder why you keep getting the same outcome with men. See, women like that one is tired of dudes who have options running through her, using her up. Because they see women like her and she a dime a dozen. As soon as the next woman who thinks she the boss B come around, that dude, that's the Chad or the Tyrone, can get another one of them. The Pookies and the Ray Rays that end up with chicks like that, they got a good mouthpiece. Maybe they blinging. Maybe they making her feel like she getting a part of that type of lifestyle. Another thing that I noticed, so she's talking about, I'm tired of dealing with this, that, and the third. Men look at women like that, see them in that, trying to put on airs, and they say, you know what? She bought money. Why would I invest my time in somebody like you're showing me? That video shows a man that has his stuff together. When I look at that video and I look at a woman such as her, I don't want to deal with her because you're not looking for someone to match real energies. What you're looking for is someone who's going to come there and give you a certain lifestyle and allow you to just live like with reckless abandonment. Again, watch my last video about the 10 traits of modern women. This woman is classic in there. She fits right in there. And then what is the subject tonight? The subject tonight is about women not taking accountability. She's telling men to match her energy, yet and still, she probably hasn't taken accountability for the type of men that she wants. The thing is, most women, most modern women today are all going for 20% of the dudes. The Chads, the Tyrones, okay? The flashy and blingy Pookies and the Ray Rays. Not the broke ones, but the ones that's all flashy. They're all going for the same dude. So if you have 20% of the dudes having 80% of the women that's going after them, It stands to reason that dude does not have to settle for that swollen lip, Freddy Krueger claw woman. No diss on her, but diss on her, okay? So what do you expect? Ladies, stop getting on TikTok putting this dumbass crap on here. Why? So people can feel sorry for you? At the same time, she wants you to say, I'm not dealing with this anymore. She's showing you, I'm okay. That's what that's about, right? It's to show you I'm living my boss lifestyle regardless. A man of value says, hey, you're doing you, but what are you trying to say? I have to provide that for you. We'll get to that kind of stuff later. I got a lot more for you guys. I got some good stuff. Let me get to the comments though. I've been talking way too long. Wanda says, that's how they make themselves feel good, taking trips and spending unnecessary money. Absolutely, Wanda. And here, let me leave that up on the screen so I can keep my train of thought. I have no problems with women that decide they want to go take trips and see different things, explore, be open, and maybe find themselves and through travel. Some women need that. Some women need to do that more than they need to be messing with these Chaz, Tyrones, Pookies, and Ray Rays. What they want is to travel like her, but they want the Chaz, and Tyrones, and the Pookies, and the Ray Rays to pay for the trips, to take them and flash them. What does that say about your character? Let me tell you something. I don't know how much y'all know about pimps, but there's a pimp I listened to recently. And he says, the weak man, the weak beta man, and I hate to use the word beta, but the weak man, a normal dude, the normal dude who ain't got himself together. He looks at a woman and he sees her exterior. Oh, she's fine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's looking good over there. That's what the weak dude does. I'm guilty of it. I've looked at women and been like, yeah, she's fine as hell. First thing I thought of. But the pimp, and I don't mean you have to be a pimp, but a strong man, he also emphasized men being on their purpose, which I talk about all the time on this channel. So when he talked about men being on their purpose, it struck a chord with me. I'm like, oh, this pimp is talking about a man not having his purpose. It's like a ship out to sea with no destination for a man. Do I not talk about this on this channel all the time? Have I not been talking about this on this channel since I started it? Yes. But this pimp says a pimp has to, yeah, he gonna see the experience and yeah, she's fine. But a pimp looks through that woman into her soul and he asks, what is she good for? What could I use her to build with? What is she good for to help me build? And when men look at women like the one I just showed you, most of them look at the exterior. Oh, it's just fine. I'm trying to get with that. Shame on you. Shame on you. Work on your purpose. Let's get back to this chat. My boy Jerome is in the house. This is my boy Jerome. Grew up with him. Friends. We keep in constant contact. Very big supporter of the show with me. I'm a big supporter of him. This brother is one of those brothers that I'm talking about. This is one of the good dudes. It's like the dudes I know they ain't about this, they about that. This is one of those good dudes I know that I grew up with. Most of the people that's my good closest friends, I put $5 on them. $5. Nah, that's all I got. No. But $5 on them every day. Because they men of character. Now, do we have our faults? Yeah, we ain't perfect. But there's a dude out there grinding. There's a dude out there in his purpose. So when I talk about this stuff, I'm not like, out there hanging out with Pookie and Ray Ray. I hang out with dudes like this. I hang out with dudes and I talk to dudes and I consult with dudes that are grinding, that are thinking higher level. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon notification next to it, because you will be talking to and a part of this thing, the Simsational Gent, that's about like-minded men that are about being on their purpose and doing what they need to do so they can hit that next level. I'll get back to that. Thank you, Jerome, for being here. And did you just come on my channel and tell me you had some crawfish? You gonna tell me, bro, that you had some crawfish? You had the little potatoes and the corn and the sausage too, probably, huh? I'm hungry as hell, bro. You know what? You gonna make me grab that chicken I just bought. I bought a whole chicken, y'all. You know what dinner is about? It's gonna be that whole chicken. I'm gonna eat that whole chicken by myself and some noodles. I eat totally different now here in Cancun. I'm not sitting there trying to, I piecemeal together meals. It's like, I eat food for energy, not to like just eat to eat anymore. You know what I mean? It's healthier lifestyle, I'm telling you guys. Y'all want to know what I do here? I walk. I walked all the way to Walmart, and it was hot as hell. Wanda said, yeah, it's pathetic. Grown men aren't impressed. Red flag, huge red flag, Wanda. I look at that, I'm like, look, a woman like that would look at me, and like I said, look, a woman like that would look at me, and I'm not her type. I can already tell you. First of all, I give off the vibe that, look at him. He ain't my type. Yeah, he's tall, but he don't look like this. And I look at that same woman, and I look like, ugh. And she might look at me like, ugh. And I'm okay with that. Those type of women don't try to talk to me. Ain't good. I don't get hurt. I don't get my feelings hurt. If I was with a group of guys and that same woman talked to one of the dudes and she didn't want to talk to me, it don't hurt my feelings. Boo, I'm not attracted to you. If you can't stimulate me up here, you ain't got me nowhere else. That's what I'm saying. The men on their purpose is about this. Yo, what you have to offer, I'm seeing through you. And I can see through the puffy lips and the goddamn glitter on her nails, the claws, right? I see that. I'm gonna do it one more time, right? I see through you. I don't like what I see. I don't even associate with you. I can't get your time, but guess what, baby? You can't get my time neither. You can't get my time neither. Pull them drawers back up, baby. You ain't got nothing for me. Jerome says, yes, I got crawfish. I'm assuming that's what you were saying, Jerome. Bragging. I boiled shrimp and crawfish. Everything was real nice. You laughing at the end of it. Okay, bro. All right. You're gonna make me go, you make me go Viking and just take the whole chicken. Just playing this chicken. Oh, Jesus. Let's move this along. I have so much more to show you guys. Is everything muted? Let me mute this. I don't want this to make sure everything's muted. I'm gonna bring up the next video. This one here, I'm gonna keep muted, right? But I wanna bring this one up because I don't, what the heck, man? All right. I don't have to play it. I think it has music, but you don't have to have the music. You just need to read the words on the screen. Today's topic that we're talking about is accountability. That is the biggest fault. And listen, men are expected, you know what, I'm getting ahead of myself. But men are expected to be accountable, especially in today's society. More accountable now than men had to be. Not where they fully need to be, but a lot more than had to be. Hence, you have men acting a certain way, which is regressing men. Got a lot of men that don't know how to be men. That's a whole nother show. Actually, I should do that show. Maybe we'll do that next week. Because some of you guys need to hear this. If you just come into the stream, thank you for being here. Welcome to the Simsational Gent. I am your host, Sean C. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button. That way more people know that this show is going on. I want to hear you guys' voices. I want to hear what you think about this stuff. But tonight's topic is very important. It needs to be talked about. And we're going to talk about it. Also, that's my Instagram. Tonight, I actually broke something I said I was going to do. I said I was going to put out a new post on Instagram every day, Monday through Friday, and I have been doing that. Today, I missed a post. I apologize, but hey, you got the live stream, so you got the best version. All right. So I'm gonna pull up this next video, and again, read what it says on the screen. Actually, I'll read it out for you. Me acting shocked as to why I'm broke when I eat out 5 times a week, treat myself to Sheen weekly. Sheen? Ladies, let me know what this Sheen weekly. Go to Disney 3 times a year. 3 times a year? Shit, I ain't been to Disney since 2007. Jeez, it's been a while. Get my nails done 3 times a month. Spend $300 plus on my hair and order pointless stuff on Amazon. Why am I broke? Why am I broke? Why am I broke? Women will not talk about why they don't have no money. They do this, try to live this lifestyle. Oh, I could do it myself. Even the ones that are boss, oh, I could do this myself. I don't need no man to take care of me. I can do my own thing, blah, 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 blah. And then an emergency happened, and now all of a sudden they got to GoFundMe. GoFundMe, help me. I can spend all my money on lattes and looking a certain way. Now I need help. And some women got it. $300 plus a month on hair alone. I remember back in the day, the women of my family used to do each other's hair and do their own hair. Now every woman is trying so hard to keep up with the Joneses, to live a lifestyle which they look like they balling. They got to go every week, every other week to keep up appearances. Going on Amazon, just buying stuff to buy it. What is all that about? Why? We talked about this. If you looked at my video on the 10 traits of the modern woman, one of the traits was basically like they have a lack of self-control to spending. I want to spend. I got to have this. Oh, man, let me bring that quote up. I'm sorry. I saw one pop up. About to skip a whole bunch. I'm going to get back to you guys in a second. And expect to be saved. You know what? Mr. Jackson, gents, I'm going to bring up the next banner. I'm going to bring up the next banner on expect to be saved. Because with that last clip, we have hit the question, what men want to know. And the question, I never asked this, but it's kind of a way of thinking about it. But the question that modern women hate to be asked by men, let me know in the chat if y'all know what that question is. What is the question that modern women hate to be asked by men? Let me know if you know what it is in the chat. I'm gonna talk about that last one. I want to know if y'all know when you go to a question, you ask this question. Now, I don't agree with asking this question, but it is the one thing that they cannot answer. They cannot answer it. What is that question? Let me see y'all know. I know y'all know. Okay. I'm going to go to the chat again while y'all thinking about that question. First of all, let me say thank you to my boy Lucis. Thank you. Lucis is a very big contributor to the channel, always giving his knowledge and his thoughts and opinions. He makes this channel better because he makes me better. He makes me think. Hopefully you guys read the comments in some of these videos and he makes you think too on his perspective, what he's been through. And I appreciate you for being here, brother. Thank you for being here today. Lucis says the biggest fault of modern women is accountability. That's 100% facts. I agree, TSG. Modern women allow this to happen due to most men being raised to be effeminate. Ooh. You see why Lucis is a part of this channel, spitting that hot fire. He's spitting that hot fire. And that he got that cooking grease going on there, okay? Ooh, man, you hitting some deep topics. But I'm gonna touch on that real quick. That's what the biggest fault is, accountability. That's what we're talking about here today. For you guys that are just showing up, hit that like button, please. Let's get those likes up. I'll be like Kim, I gotta start doing like in honor of Kevin Samuels. I gotta get those likes up. I'm gonna go ahead and just play the music, beep, 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 and then like turn the light off. Be like, just be sitting here. When y'all get them likes up. Get them likes up. I'm gonna just sit here and sip on my drink. Why just with music going? Hold up real quick. I mean, this is a joke, but this is an ode to Kevin Samuels. You know, you may not like him, but this man, he passed away. We used to honor the dead. But what Kevin do? He turn on the music on you, and he'd be like, ba, 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 ba. What's that music? What's that song you got? I want that song. My uncle says you can actually get that song on iTunes and stuff. So get those likes up. with the super chats. With the super chats. I'm gonna cut it off here. All right, I'm just playing around. I was just, man. Let me just stop and say this real quick. Kevin Samuels passing away, love him or hate him. I know I talked about this, and I know I brought it up on the last live stream. For you guys that weren't at the last live stream, let me address this here real quick. Even if you don't agree with the man, it touched something in me. I don't know if you guys know, I talked about it on my channel. I went to therapy for a little bit. When George Floyd was murdered, it kind of reminded me of all the traffic stops. I got stopped 17 times from the age of 16 to 18. I had never broken any laws in those 2 years. No tickets. I had done nothing wrong. Jerome can account to this. We used to just drive around and have fun. At worst, we used to walk on Burger Street as teenagers. And so it triggered something in me. And so the one thing, there's a bunch of reasons to feel a certain way about Kevin Samuels being gone. What strikes me is that the man was only 53 years old. I don't know, some accounts say 56, but as far as I know, he was born in 69. So that to me is 53 years old, right? March, his birthday was in March of 69. I went to therapy because every day I kept thinking about dying. I could not cut it off. I'm talking about like, if I was doing this live stream, I was thinking about dying. Oh man, I can get electrocuted right here. Or what if I don't make it tonight? Or what if I don't wake up? I mean, like, I couldn't cut it off. I just had to go to therapy for it. So when Kevin died, it just triggered that for me. And it made me think about how my dad didn't live much longer than he did. My grandfather didn't even live much longer, much older than what I was. He died at 47 or something. That ain't that far away. So I give respect for what that man tried to accomplish, because he's the only one out there trying to push for marriage. I ain't pushing for marriage on this channel. I'm not gonna push for it. I'm not gonna say don't do it. I'm just gonna tell you that ain't something I believe in right now, not in its current state. So I think about those things. Let me, you guys are kicking it out tonight. I'm doing a lot of talking. I'm gonna get to all your comments, but let me bring this up. Thank you, Lucis. Man, thank you, dude, for contributing to the channel, man. Thank you so much, man. I can't tell you enough how much that means to me, to you and all the gents, about what you guys do and what you contribute to this channel, and you guys make it what it is. So thank you. Lucy says, my weekly subscription, if I pay Netflix $15 a month, I could pay a TSG roughly $20 a month for black male content. Oh man. All right. Catching me in my feels, bro. I'm catching me in my feels. I appreciate you, Lucy. Thank you very much. You know, I actually made recent decisions like that too, Lucy. I said, you know what? I don't live in the States anymore, so I stopped paying a few things. So I don't have that duck in the corner for the logo. That's my logo. Because I said, you know what? This ain't maybe the best content out there, but I'm gonna invest back into TSG so that my live stream looks and comes off a little bit better. Oh man, y'all, man, don't do me like that. Man, don't do me like that. Thank you, Jerome, man. I appreciate you contributing to the channel, man. I don't even know what to say, man. This is one of my brothers, man. And I don't know what to say. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, man. I'm touched. I really am. Even though you flaunted crawfish boil and shrimp in front of me. Wait, oh, sorry. Let me get back to the chat. Thank you very much. Jerome says, I am not trying to be a hater, but this woman is a recipe for living the rest of your life in debt. Absolutely. You're talking about the first woman. Actually, both of those women are a recipe for living life in debt. We're going to get back to that, but I want to read your comment. Lucy says, I'm not sure being irresponsible financially is something this lady should be making light of on social media. But Lucy, that is what men see all the time. And not just men, we're all on social media, right? Like even my mom is on social media right now. So if that woman is on social media and she barely knows how to do it, actually she's getting really tight. She getting nice with the little clips and sharing stuff. But if my mom is on social media, I can for sure tell you that we all are. And we see this all the time, right? We've all gotten caught in the little TikTok loop and you're like, oh my God, an hour has passed. I've been on TikTok. Jesus. That's why it's good not to get on it. Instagram, same thing with those reels and stuff. They know what they're doing. YouTube Shorts. I don't think I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, they know what they're doing. They know that we all have short attention spans right now. We want the quick content. I'm trying to get this out. Everything we're talking about tonight. I have some clips tonight that I'm going to get out. I'm not going to hold y'all up too long tonight, but I got to get these clips out. And if you are a follower of this channel, you may have seen these clips, but we got to talk about them. I'm not ending this live stream until we talk about the clips that I have. Thank you guys. And thank you, Lucy, for that comment. Jerome says, but what is worse, when she has drained you, she will move to the next shiny new toy. Look, it's brutal because she talks about the Chads and the Tyrones won't give her the time of day, so she wants you to match energy. Talk about the first clip that I played. And this is the same woman that she will find a guy that she kind of likes and settles for, and she will drain him until there's a dude with more resources that come along that will fund her lifestyle, that maybe got more clout. So you could have two dudes with money, and one has a little bit more clout. Maybe he got it good where he's a promoter, or maybe he's like he knows stars and stuff. They both got money. She's gonna go for the dude that has the most clout. That's what modern women do. So there's no lies said, what you just said, Jerome. Mr. Jackson, again, I bring back to that and expect to be saved when that don't work out. Thank you, Mr. Jackson, for being here. Thank you for being here another live stream. You came off with the elbow on the top rope with that comment. So sorry I didn't get a chance to acknowledge you being here, but thank you for being here tonight. Jerome says, by the way, Oprah, please give me a call. Holla at your boy, Oprah. Now look, I ain't gonna lie. Is Oprah still with Stedman? Stedman Graham, is that his name? It's been so long. They didn't even never get married either. Oprah, oh, Stedman didn't marry her probably. Stedman's stupid. I'd have married her. So maybe Oprah didn't want to marry Stedman because she got too much money and she wanted to lose it. A woman with more money didn't want to lose her stuff to a man. As I sip from my drink that I know somebody spit in, right here. Something to think about, you guys. Lucis, ding, 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 ding. I asked you guys earlier, what is the question? What men want to know. And I asked you guys, what is the one question that men ask that women, modern women, cannot answer? They can't answer it. And even, here's the funny thing, y'all. Let me blow y'all mind, and y'all know I'm about to spit that hot fire. If y'all ready for that hot fire, somebody give me the fire emojis in the comments. I need that fire emojis in the comments. I'm about to spit something. I'm about to spit that hot fire. And it's simple. It's simple what I'm about to say. But it baffles me. And maybe it might baffle you. Let me get that fire emojis down in the comments there. Somebody got that fire from me? What is going on with that thing? Why can't I scroll down further? Boom. Thank you, Jerome. I appreciate that. Men, this is, you guys see it on other manosphere channels. You guys see it in TikTok and all these things. Men asking the question. I'm gonna go back to Lucis. What do you bring to the table? Okay, you ready? Here's the fire. Even after it's been asked so many times, actually that question has been on the table for years now. And they still can't answer it. They still can't answer that question with any certainty, with any type of real logic behind it. How can you not answer that question now? How do you continue to say, I am the table? That brings me to my next clip. Let me speed this along. Not speed it along. I can't play the clip I wanted because I think there's music underlying, but I can't play it. Let me get to the comment real quick. I just seen one pop up. Lucy says Stedman didn't marry O because she freely spoiled him with luxury. And Stedman is a multimillionaire lawyer from Dallas, Texas, which proves Kevin's saying all right. Men marry whom they want, no matter a woman's money. Oh. Matter of fact, cheers to Lucis, hold that thought. Actually, hold up real quick. Hold up. Wait. Lucis, you're right, man. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that one at all. Damn. Kevin Samuels still, look, that's why he will never leave us, because that man has, he was right. He was spitting that hot fire, right? He was doing what he had to do. I went back to the fridge to get my second drink that I already had pre-prepared. Oh, wow. That was better. Oh, I knew what I was doing. Oh, I knew what I was doing. So, hey, Jerome says, I can't argue with you, Lucis. Yeah, man. See, hey, matter of fact, Lucis, this is for you, brother, right here. And Jerome set it up. Lucis was spitting that fire right there. About statement. Lucis was spitting that fire. I just want to bring it back up again. All right. Oh my God. I didn't get a chance to get to the rest of you guys. T-Mac in the house, man. Thank you very much. Is another one of my loyal subscribers. T-Mac in the house. Thank you, brother, for being here. That's right. Get those likes up. Get those likes up. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button right now so other people can get this. I have a clip for you guys that I can't wait to hear what the gents have to say. Now we just segued into the clip that I want to play for you guys. Now, Azrael the Daywalker. What song is that? Oh, you're talking about Azrael. Thank you for being here, brother. First of all, let me thank you so much. And I don't know, man. My uncle said it's available. The one that Kevin, like, when I was laughing with somebody, real quick, y'all, real quick, off topic. I was laughing with somebody like, man, how would I look up that song? Maybe we type in the Kevin Samuels song. That's funny. Let me, I'm actually about to type this, the Kevin Samuels song. Songs Kevin Samuels. I don't know, there's a number of them. Is it called High Value? Oh, hey, the name of the song is called, I'm gonna type it in the chat. I think this is it. I'm about to type it in the chat. Give me a second, y'all. Bear with me, bear with me. If y'all ever like that music that Kevin Samuels had, I put it in the chat. It's called Your Good Lies. You close. It's called Your Good Lies. Yep. I'm about to download that tonight. Okay. Where am I at on these? So thank you, brother. The Daywalker. Thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate you. And again, let me give another shout out again to Lucis and Jerome for the super chats tonight. I really appreciate it. Nope, we already talked about that. Can't argue. By the way, I am not a woman hater. I just have no room for the foolish games. And you know what? Honestly, this channel and everything we're talking about isn't about hating women. Like, I don't hate women. I have a mother. I have a sister. I have daughters. By no means do I hate women. And I hope you don't hate women. I hope you don't hate anybody who hasn't given you a reason to hate them. However, comma, I would do this for a man or a woman. But if I can't stand your attitude, if I can't stand the way you present yourself, if I don't feel like you're going to bring positivity to my life, I'm not saying you got to give me shit, but if you're going to come into my life and you are at least not even being cordial, we have nothing to discuss. We have nothing for each other. So it's not about hating each other. It's about, hey, I'm going to give you the chance you give me. And it's real easy to get along with me. It's real easy to get along with me. I tell you what, anybody who don't get along with me, I look at you funny because you're not trying, okay? If you get on my bad side, then yeah. But I would sooner just not deal with you. T-Mac, thank you very much for the $5 super chat coming from T-Mac, one of my loyal subscribers. Always spitting hot fire too. The mantle is open for another Godfather, bro. Man, you know what? I'm going to say this with all due respect. Thank you. You're right. It is open. I think I'm good with just being Sean. Always been good with being Sean. If you're new to the channel or you're just seeing this for the first time, I am failing at this right now, but I'm your host, Sean C. Welcome to the Simsational Gent. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Here we talk about these type of issues all the time, and we're having a conversation. Here you can voice your opinion. We're all gonna be respectful, but you can voice your opinion, and it's valid. It's valuable to the conversation so that we can get different perspectives. Also, lately, I don't know how to point on this thing. There we go. The Instagram. Except today, Monday through Friday now, I'm actually posting on Instagram. So subscribe to the Instagram channel. That's where I kind of just give you more of a personal thought of the day, what I went through that day. I'm actually want to do more. I want to be able to go on Instagram, and if there's something I see out, I want to film it and start putting that on Instagram. So Instagram is going to be the exclusive content that you're not going to be able to get here, that I'm not going to be able to put on a show. I'm going to put stuff on Instagram that you guys are going to see that is not found here on the channel TSG. So you're going to go there. I've been dedicating myself to it. Thank you for the $5 super chat again, though, T-Mac. I really appreciate it. I cannot get my ducks in a row with all this clicking. Let me go make sure that I catch everything. Good Lies. Yep. Jerome says Good Lies by Vividri. T-Mac says 100. Man, thank you, man. You were 100 on that one, bro. Seriously. Thank you. All right. We didn't chat it too long. I have a video. I have a clip for you guys. You guys may have seen this. This is what I told you leading into the question about what do you bring to the table? Are women willing to be honest enough with themselves to say, I ain't got crap to bring to the table right now. I got to work on me. I hope that you guys are honest with yourselves, gents. I hope you're honest with yourselves about what you actually bring to the table. I'm not going to ask that question. First of all, I don't ask that question. But if I was to ask that question, I feel I'm in my right to ask that question. I'm sorry, I'm saying this ain't bragging or nothing. I'm not even rich. I'm going to say that I live a lifestyle that I need to ask you the question, what do you bring to my table? What do you bring to, not to my table, but what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? Because I'm good. Some of you brothers that's gents, some of you are like, yo, just go your own way. Men go their own way. Big towel all day. Deuces. Okay? Some of you guys about being MGTOW. You're like, men should just do their own thing. There's women that feel the same way. So I get it. You guys just want to, hey, I'm just do my own thing. I'm good. I get it. And I'm going to talk about that on the next YouTube short, right? Because that poll I put out the other day, was it today? I put out a poll today. Them answers are interesting, man. I almost want to make a small video. I don't even want to do a YouTube short. I just want to make a small video and just a couple points on each of those. Because I think, I ain't gonna lie, you guys, some of them answers are pretty interesting. When you look at the percentages, interesting as hell. Interesting. So I'm gonna probably make a YouTube short, but I'm gonna tell you, I really want to talk about it. And I mean, I'm like, today's poll Ain't even the best poll ever put out, but to me, it is very telling. Very telling. And I have more to say about it than I would on a YouTube short. Anyway, I digress. Gents, I have a video clip that you guys may have seen before on social media, on these other channels, and it goes into the second topic about what men want to know. It goes immediately into that second topic. I don't know if I'm gonna get flagged for playing it or copyright. I don't know. I don't care. I'm gonna play it. I'm probably gonna stop it, pause it at certain points, say certain things so I can keep my mind fresh. But this and the next clip after it is the things that I have to get out tonight. I have to get this out tonight. You guys may have seen it, but I want to have this conversation. I want to know what you think. We're talking about accountability. Tell me what you think about this woman, what she says. I'm going to pause it. We're going to have a little discussions in between. But we got to have this discussion. We got to have this discussion. Got to talk about it. Lucy says, I'm about black men picking for women that want to be submissive to their husbands and family. If not, ignore modern women, live in peace. Listen, you know, let me put that back up on the screen. Some women will look at what Lucis just wrote and say, oh, see, men just want you to be submissive and this, that, and the third, and want you to listen. It's about controlling me and blah, blah, blah. I thought about this, Lucis, so I'm going to leave this up on the screen. I used to think to myself, too, I had to get out of my mindset to be like, yeah, you know, it's not about controlling, you know, try to say it a certain way, but you're not wrong. And let me tell you why. When you are a man that is going out every day and you working every day and you grinding every day and you providing for your family every day, and men have learned this, and modern women are starting to learn it because you're starting to see women making more than men. So women are in these workplaces, working these long hours. They're actually starting to experience some of the same symptoms of work stress that men have been experiencing for years. And so if you are a man that is about your family, that's about your business, that's going out there and handling it, making sure your family got that they need, and you're out there dealing with those bosses, maybe you're dealing with people you hate, maybe you go to a job that you don't give a shit about, but you go there every day because you're trying to take care of your family, you're on your grind, you're doing what you need to be doing. I will submit to you. Sorry, let me back it up. You make sure there's food on your table every day. You make sure there's clothes on everybody back in that house. You make sure that all the bills are taken care of. You make sure that everything is taken care of in your house. And you take the time to be able to fix little things around the house. Maybe you go outside, you mow the lawn. You take care of the things that need to get taken care of on your end. Your woman taking care of the things that she needs to take care of on her end. When a man is saying, will my wife be submissive? Will she follow my program? Because I will submit to you, the man that goes out every day, loves his family, and makes sure they have everything they need, and he's grinding, and he's doing the job that she don't want to do. Kevin Samuels would ask women all the time, if you got pregnant today, what percentage of the household income, the bills that you would want to take care of while you were pregnant or after you were pregnant, what responsibility of the total income would you want to do? And most of them, if you watch Kevin Samuels, like, oh, I do 10%. I'll do 20%, maybe 30 tops. I've heard. I've never really, you hear a couple 40, 50s, but most women after they have their kids, they do not want to be responsible for more than about 20% of the household income, which means that that man has to make a certain amount to keep that family going. When that man gets up every morning and goes to that job, day in, day out, making sure that all the needs and the necessities and even the wants are provided for his family, that man is submissive to that woman, to those kids, to that household. So when a man asks for a woman to be submissive, this ain't about controlling you. It's about, can I trust you? Can I trust you with my household? Can I trust you with my kids? Can I trust you with my feelings? When I come home and I tell you how I feel, if we get in a fight, are you going to use that against me? Can I trust you to do what I need you to do so I can go out there and I can grind? I can grind. I'll kill. Most dudes have killed themselves for a woman that got their back. We men are the ones that are out there self-deleting, deleting ourselves. And women are starting to know what that pressure is like too. Let's get on to this video. Oh. My God, I keep messing this up. There we go. How come I can't hear this? Oh.
Of nurturing that I'm already doing. So therefore, I know about the children that I have and the lack of help that I have with them. So it's like I can't necessarily be so nurturing to you when I'm frustrated at the amount of nurturing that I'm already doing. So therefore, I know I can't offer you that. I can offer cooking for you, but then to me, it comes at a price, because if you're coming and you're sitting and you're eating my food and you're not providing any of it, I'm a feel away. So now I'm offering you bitterness.
Whoa. If she putting food on the table and you as a man with this woman isn't contributing in any type of way to the food situation in this house, I feel some type of way too. What are you doing? What kind of man come to your table who's helping you and don't offer to put food in the house? What kind of man does that? So I feel some type of way too. I don't know if I necessarily disagree, but y'all get where her point is going. Sorry, I had to stop it there.
That's not anything a man wants. Why would you want a bitter female? Well, I'm bitter because of my own merits. So it's not your job to fix the bitterness. It's my job to fix. As much as I want a man to come to me ready, able to provide, work, and handle himself, I think that me as a female, I need to have my emotions in check, because if a man wants peace, I don't have any because I'm frustrated.
Whoa. Did she not just spit that hot fire? I'm expecting women, modern women are expecting men to have, you better have the bag, you gotta have 6 figures, you gotta be 6 feet, you better, like, when modern women are so unrealistic, they want you to have standards that you can't even change. I can't change my height. I can change how I am as a man. I could change my hygiene. I could do the best to change my look. I can't change my height. But man, I could be a provider. I could be a good man. And this woman said something. Oh, Jen, she said something. It's the reason why I live in Mexico right now. She said, man, if a man is looking for peace, I ain't got it for him. If a man is looking for peace, I ain't got it. Well, what am I gonna do for you? I can't give you peace. Ooh, man, let me let this thing go a little longer, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking.
I'm bitter, I'm emotional, I'm upset. So I made this video because today I realized that I don't have anything to offer a man outside of good looks. And I learned that I don't want a man for just his looks. So how can I be so selfish and only offer a bare minimum and expect so much? That is some unfair shit. Now, I don't
Gents, let me bring this screen down real quick. That that, all of that she just said, that is what accountability looks like. That is what accountability is supposed to look like. Man, the comments look hot. Let me get in there. Let me get in there. Oh, wait. First of all, let me get back to this. Look at, I just realized what you put in the bottom there, Lucis. Ignore my, live in peace. Did she not talk about that? I can't give you peace because I'm warring within myself. I'm about to get there. I'm about to cook in a little bit, y'all. I'm about to cook. Wanda says, that's not the mindset of any woman that, any of the women that I interact with. I'm blown away by the fact that these women feel that they should only bring a small percentage after having kids. Oh yeah, when I went on my little rant. Sorry, yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy, Wanda. T-Max says, agreed. We need to make an activist group called Men's Lives Matter. Yeah, that was me talking about men self-deleting. And that's the other part of this show. The other part of this channel is a place that men can voice their opinions so they're not like, I feel this way and nobody hears me. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Yeah, some of us do, man. I've been homeless 3 times in my life and twice with after relationships. I know. Look where I'm at now. I'm in a whole nother country. I'm in another country, y'all. Damn, this live stream is happening from another country. This is crazy, right? T-Max says, she's right. Bruh. Jerome says, I'm going to go out on a limb on this one. So it's okay for a man to have himself in check and send out meals or whatever it may be. Let me read this again. So it is always okay for a man to have himself in check and extend out meals or whatever it may be. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying now. I almost missed that. Yeah, yeah. Damn, that drink is good, man. I knew I should have bought 2 of those. Wanda says she's spot on. She's spitting that hot fire. She has some more that she's gonna talk about. We're gonna get back to it. But that part where I cut it off at was the bulk of it. If I cut the video off now, that is what accountability looks like. Oh, I have another video. This type of woman I do not want around me. This is the type of woman I do not want around me. What type? The one that was talking? The one I just got the video off on? Because she was telling you, listen, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to be a woman for you. She can be on point and stay there, I think is what you mean. Yeah. Damn, I appreciate her honesty. Lucis, that's why I thought it was so important for me to bring that clip up. Like, not only did I appreciate her honesty, but I'm like, I expect that of you guys. That type of accountability, I expect of myself. If I can't give you something, I'm gonna let you know. Look, I'm at the point now, I'm brutally honest. I'm honest. I'm like, yo, this is where I'm at. And I had my cousin say, you don't worry about them, you know, women walking off or whatever. No, I don't. No. I don't. I'm going to tell you exactly what I need to tell you. If you leave, you leave. But this is where I'm at. I'm working on something bigger. Can't give you everything you want, but I can promise that if you're around, you will always be a part of it. That's all I can offer. But this, what I'm doing right now, yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm having a great time in Cancun. Yeah, it's great. Wait till y'all see the next place I move to. Jerome, I know you know about it, but man, wait till them videos come out. Ooh, you talk about that hot fire. Talking about that hot fire. Oh, I appreciate her honesty too. Lucy says, my dear old dad always said, 74 years old, and cheers to your dad. Be upfront and honest with women and let them decide what they will do. Absolutely. I don't know how many of you guys came into this chat late, but I talked about what the pimp said. Don't be a weak man. A weak man just looks at the exterior of a woman and just sees that. Oh, yeah, she's looking fine. Yeah, damn, she got a cover. Oh, shit, yeah. That's a weak man. A builder, a real man, can see, it might take a little bit, but a real man will take the time and can see through a woman. And then you can see what they're about. You see her hurt, you see what she's been through. You kind of can feel out the pain she's been through in her past. And you decide from that point, can I work with this? Because let's be honest, some of you guys don't want to deal with a woman that has certain type of trauma or baggage. And that's okay. If you can't do that, if you aren't willing to be there and build your woman up, it's not your responsibility to. And I'm going to talk about a certain type of dude, and I'm not going to even knock him. I know most channels would knock this dude and call this dude a simp. I'm not going to do that today. There are some men that are willing to be there for their woman. Maybe she's sort of fixed. Maybe she's partially broken. And there are some men that are willing to build their woman to where they want her to be. And they're willing to be patient, and they're willing to put in the time. I don't know if modern women are the type, I don't know if modern women are clay. I don't know what type of material they are. They could be concrete, like you got to do a lot of mixing, or you know how like they built the old pyramids with straw and mortar and clay. Like maybe it's going to take a lot more to build up these modern women than it will, women who are trying. I'm not going to dish you, man. I'm not going to dish you, because for anybody who's looking to settle down with somebody at some point, I think women respect a man that is being a man that they get something from, can sort of lean on. And a man who is patient enough with his woman to help her through her pain and her trauma. And nobody wants to do that work anymore. And if you gents out there don't want to do that work, I get it. I get it. Some of you guys are just done. But for the men that realize that sometimes you're with your woman, you gotta put in work, you gotta build up, you gotta build her. You gotta help build her up. Because that woman, if she loves and cares for you, when you are at your lowest, she will stroke your head and tell you it's all right, tell you, man, isn't that what we really want out of this, what we're talking about, this whole subject? I'm getting ahead of myself. T-Mac says, it's a good that she acknowledged what so many can. Let me leave that up on the screen. T-Mac, after all countless shows, after all the countless TikToks, after all the countless panels, they still can't answer the question. Did y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Real quick, off topic. If you guys saw the video where I showed you this apartment, there's two wooden geckos on the wall, right? One big one, one small one. If you remember, take a look at the video, check it out. Video of this apartment for roughly $700-ish. There's two geckos on the wall. What I didn't realize when I saw the geckos, I thought it was just decorations. But because I live in there's like little rainforest trees and stuff where I'm at, there are geckos that live here. Look, I got nothing but love for geckos because they catch bugs. That's what I want. I don't like to kill. I only kill spiders after they get so big, right? They get, damn spiders starting to like be hand size. They gotta go. Sorry, it's me and a spider. Because I don't want to wake up in my drawers one day about to get some cereal and a goddamn spider sitting there smoking a cigarette. Like, hey, I got you some coffee. Hey, what the fuck? What are you doing in my kitchen? Hey man, chill out, man. I made you some coffee. God damn. Caught a few bugs and everything. The geckos live in here. I actually like geckos. But they do be making them click sounds. And you're like, I'm trying to sleep, dudes. And they be running around and shit. My stepdad is a simp. But I refuse to disrespect a man that is willing to accept a woman with a child and be a productive stepfather. I'm blessed. I had a biological father and a stepdad being great. Yeah, I've done that, man. I'm not gonna stay on this too long because we're getting real close to what would have been my stepdaughter's birthday. She is no longer here. I simped. I was a stepdad to two kids that were like, my first wife was older than me, so she had two kids. And I love them. They're my kids. So I asked you guys some questions on the channel. That last one, you guys avoided. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all avoided that last poll where I said, is it okay should a man have to bring food over for kids if he's dating a woman? One person answered on that question. Y'all answered the one before it. Y'all didn't. Y'all answered the one after it. Y'all did not want to touch that one with a 10-foot pole. Nobody can see if you answered the question. They just see the numbers, the percentages. If you get a chance, go on my community tab. Answer that question. Do you think that if you dating a woman, it's early on, and you come in later at night, should you bring food for the kids? It's early on though, early on in a relationship. Are you out? Do you think that man should bring food for the kids? You got dinner for you and her because you're gonna say, y'all chilling, kids are in bed. Should you bring food? Don't answer it here. Answer that on the poll. Lucis, I can't. Let me tell you something, man. There's a time for everything. What is Ecclesiastes? Right? It's a time for everything. There's a time to sip. There really is. I hate to say it that way, but there is. I wouldn't trade being a father to those kids for nothing in the world. I have another stepdaughter. I wouldn't trade being dad to that little girl for nothing in the world. Despite my mistakes with their moms. Wouldn't trade it. So you do what you feel you have to do. That's why I always default to go after your purpose. Because the purpose keeps it all in perspective. If your purpose is bigger than being a family man, then maybe it isn't for you to do that. But we're getting way off topic. Way off topic. If you dating a mother, you should pay for dinner. I'll answer on the poll too, but that's the responsibility and accountability of dating a mother. So you believe that that dude should bring dinner for her if it's late at night and bring extra for the kids, maybe for later? Should she feed those kids before you get over? I mean, that's kind of what the question is alluding to. You'll see when you get to the poll. Let me know in the chat. Let me put this up. I dated a girl when I was in high school. Not one of my relationships I'm proud of, but I did. And so I would have to go way to her house. She lived pretty far away. And I would go there all the time. And, you know, I know her dad wasn't too happy she had a boyfriend because he's a dad. And the dad saw me and he knew the type of young man that I was. And I had nothing gained. I had a job, right? I had a job and everything. So I think, you know, he was like, this young man has a job. He's just, you know, he's smart like my daughter. And what I did was I was going all the way to their house and I brought food for me and her, but I also brought some food for her dad. I just got a couple extra things. I don't know what you want, but I brought some. I love Wendy's. I mean, I just realized that was Wendy's. That's how long I've been eating Wendy's. I love Wendy's. It's been like I was 17 years old, still been eating. Look, I'd be at Wendy's every day if I could. I'd stop myself from going to Wendy's. But I brought him some Wendy's. And he really appreciated it. We actually all ate dinner together. He actually, the first time, like, he would talk to me a little bit, but it was like, you on another level. Let me say this. I don't know how I feel fully about my own question I put out. But as I think of it now, as I'm speaking to you guys, if I can buy my girlfriend's dad some Wendy's, how hard is it for me to grab a few extra cheeseburgers for the kids? She should make sure her kids is taken care of until you get to know her and make that choice to do so. You know, I agree with that as well. Look, I said something just now. I need you to understand. This is one of those questions where I feel that I got a reason for every answer that I had on that poll. That I feel a little bit of each. If you have it, do it. If you don't, don't. Yes, she's a mother. By default, you know she has kids. Be respectful that she took the time to come out on a date leaving her kids. It shows that you care. But if it gets serious, they're yours too. They become yours too. There used to be a saying, it was an African proverb, that it takes a village to raise kids. Seems like we're starting to get away from that. I think these kids need more now than ever male role models. So maybe they need some simps in the world. I don't know the answer to it. I'm selfish. I'm living my best life in another country. But they need a few of those dudes in the world that's willing to be, that's simping but man enough to be there. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. I don't fault a man anyway, and I don't fault that woman anyway. Well, I fault people, but I mean, like, let me get to the last video. I didn't play that whole video. I think you guys get the gist, but I don't want to be on here all night. Let me bring up the next video. I want to know what y'all think about the last video. This is the last video of the night.
Out of all the things.
Let me make sure everything's set up because I'm terrible at this. Okay, that's ready. That's ready. My headphones are here. I'm going to listen along and tell me what you think. Oh, let me go to Lucy's comment real quick. I'm glad you said that. It takes a village to raise kids. Our Black community needs Russell Westbrooks. Westbrooks or Wilsons? Russell Westbrook raising a village of kids? I don't know what's I don't know too much about Russell Westbrook, man. I know about Russell Wilson. I don't know what he's doing. I have to look that up now. I realize I don't be paying attention. I know they be slaying him. Russell Wilson. Okay. I was like, Russell Wilson? Yeah, something. Some families need a Russell Wilson. Before I get to the last clip, I want y'all to think about something. Have you guys ever seen me on this channel? And I'm pretty certain I haven't. I don't think I put out one video calling Russell Wilson a simp. And I haven't put out one video saying Russell Wilson is a simp for being with Sierra. And I haven't said anything about Russell Wilson other than women say they want a Russell Wilson, but for the wrong reasons. They say they want a Russell Wilson. And I have a video that I want to make in the future about modern women say they want a high value man, but they're not ready for a high value man. Matter of fact, see this? I write down ideas. I have other show ideas that just come in my head. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And it says right here, women don't really want high value men. And I'm going to prove it to you guys in that video. I don't know when I'm going to make it because I have a lot more stuff to put out. But when you see it, you're like, hey, he talked about that on the live stream. I need you guys to watch all the way through, like that video, run it up. All right, last video, guys. Last video. We're going to get ready to close this evening out. We'll get question of the day, and we'll get here. And did I go through all my banners? Damn it, y'all. Love the Jets. The last topic is why modern women won't change. So I'm going to play this video, and this woman in this video is going to tell you the way she would think, which was preventing her from changing her behaviors, her accountability. Maybe some of you guys have experienced this with women that you couldn't trust to say certain things to, but I hope you guys appreciate this last clip. I did. Don't worry about the exterior of this person. Maybe she's not for you. Maybe you don't, whatever. But please take a look at it. You will appreciate it. Let me get to the comments before I go ahead and play this video. Lucy says, modern women want Russell Wilson, but they really want Russell Wilson's resources. Absolutely, Lucy. Well, solid, mature, single mothers appreciate a Russell Wilson type dude. Yeah. I hope they do. Some still don't. Once they have it, it ain't good enough. But initially, I think they do. T-Mac says agree. Yeah, we can agree on that. That's actually well said, Lucius. Well said. All right, gents, I'm ready to figure out what y'all have to say about this. So I'm about to share my screen real quick. Okay. Now, this clip, what I'm trying to illustrate to you guys is why women, this is a number one destroyer. She said number one destroyer of my past relationships. So this is another woman taking accountability, but she's going to take accountability in a different way. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment as we play it. I may stop it if she makes certain points, but I'm going to let this play.
Out of all the things that have destroyed my relationships, I think that this was probably number one. I didn't want to admit that I was at fault, and I was with people that did not want to admit that they were at fault. See, a while back, admitting that I did something that hurt somebody felt like a direct attack against my own self-worth and self-value. And I know that it felt the same for them. If an ex-partner came to me and said, you did this, that hurt me, and I'm having these emotional reactions, I would instantly react out of anger and justify why I did what I did.
I'm going to stop this right here. How many of you gents have been with women or know people that have been with women, or some of you ladies out there that are a part of this channel know you have friends that were in the wrong and then they felt like, baby, hey, baby, you know, like, hey, the other day you did this and I felt some type of way about it. Oh, well, you don't even care about me. But I didn't say that. I just said, look, you did this, and I felt some type of way about it, and I just wanted to bring it to your attention. No. You know what? No. You don't even care, because here it is. I did that because of this, and I did that because of this, that, and the third. And now, you're gonna come to me. That means you don't even appreciate me. You don't even appreciate me. So when does it become? How many of you guys have dealt with that? Somebody that you tried to just talk to, and they made you feel terrible for just trying to have a conversation. Or you brought up something to your woman and she flipped it on you. You're like, wait a minute, why are you bringing up old stuff? I thought you said you forgave me for that. Well, or you be like, babe, hey, I'm gonna say this, babes, hey, you spent too much money and now we kind of shorted on the account. Oh, you got that last 3 years ago. Yo, you said you forgave me for that. Well, you shouldn't have asked that bit. What that got to do with the bills this month? I don't know, because maybe if you was somebody, I wouldn't have had to do this. It's not a personal attack. How can we have conversation? Women are quick to tell a man their faults, tell you the exact time of day. I can't remember what I did yesterday. Tell you what you wearing. Remember every detail. If I forgive you, I forgot about it. If I forgive you, I don't remember all the details. Crap, I don't even remember what I did yesterday, and I ain't got nobody around me right now. So gaslighting, that's it. Gaslighting. That's what it's called. Thank you. Lucis, I can't bring up your thing real quick, but actually, let me see. I think I can bring up the banner from here. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, man, I got it from my phone. Lucis says, yeah, modern women are prideful. Thusly, anything they did was justified to them while ignoring the damage they did. These sorts of women only want to be heard and cared for. Conversely, they ignored you. Man. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's listen, I'm not saying, and listen, women, any woman that might watch this later on, I know how you ladies think on the channel, but any woman that might watch this later, this is us trying to say, look, we've been in these situations where y'all try to flip it. T-Mac talks about narcissists are out here. Gaslighting is real. Yes. What does what I did 3 years ago have to do with you not taking care of your responsibilities in the moment? That is a woman that is not ready to take accountability because she feels like you are attacking her and she's taking it personally. Listen, I get it. There's some guys that feel the exact same way where your woman might tell you something and you feel like you're being attacked. The flip side is true as well. The worst is when you like, okay, let's talk about this and be calm. And this person's still in their feelings because they feel like you trying, it feels like a personal slight on who they are. And if a woman like this isn't ready to deal with the fact that who she really is, then everything you say to a woman like that is going to feel like an attack or a slight on her character. I'm about to play this some more because there's a lot to this. I'm not going to play it all, but I'm going to play some more.
Because at that point, admitting that I had made a mistake felt like admitting that I was a mistake. And you know what this does in relationships? It teaches your partner that they're not safe with you. They are not safe with their feelings when they present them to you. They are not safe when you make mistakes because they know that you are going to ultimately end up attacking them and making it their fault. They're not safe when something big in life happens because they know they can't come to you with that.
I'm gonna stop that right there. I'm gonna stop that right there. Let me tell you why I'm gonna stop there. Women swear they want these nice, kind, gentler ass dudes. Oh, I want a guy who's understanding of my feelings. I want a guy who can relate. Men, that's the problem with men. They so tough, they so hard, they can't put out their feelings. You know why men stop putting out their feelings? Because it was some woman that took that man's feelings and used them against him. Gaslit him. I am trying to share with you, and I share with you, and you took a goddamn spoon and you cut my heart out in that moment. And some men never get over it. I will never be that weak again. That's the way some men feel. There's some women that feel that way too. I'll never be that weak again. Until we get to the next person we think we like a lot, right? Ain't that the truth? We find somebody else we like and maybe they're not good for us because we haven't learned our lesson and we give them their heart. And then you end up just like the woman in the very first clip that I started this live stream. The very first woman that says, hey, now I'm ready to match energies. What's the topic today? What is the biggest fault of the modern women today? Ain't that the topic of the day? The lack of accountability. The lack of accountability. Wanda says, women are emotional creatures. We are wired differently, guys. Absolutely. We use everything we can to get the answers we need. Any situation that arises is going to take us back to the incident that wasn't resolved. Wanda, I totally agree. I grew up with women, but I'm about to tell you something. Something that there's an error in what you just said. It may be true. I'm just going to tell you the error in that logic. To the incident that wasn't resolved. So we go ahead. We spend time in therapy. We spend time talking. We spend time talking about our feelings. Maybe we had an all-night session where we stayed up and we talked about it. And what this woman just said is true. So now, Wanda, I ask you, why the hell why are we behind on the bills this month? You spent too much, baby. What's going on? You F that. Now, I'm using that as an example because you hear that all the time. It's an extreme example, but I want to use that. Baby, that was 5 years ago. We stayed up all night. We talked about it. We prayed about it. We cried about it. We went to the pastor about it. We went to therapy for it. We said we was gonna move past this. We were gonna have a new relationship. So how isn't it resolved? You told me you forgave me. You told me that I was forgiven. I told you that I forgave you. Do you know what forgiveness is? It's not beating somebody over the head with what was in the past. That means you haven't forgiven. If you still beat somebody over the head of something they did that you told them they were forgiven for, then it's not my issue. That is not my problem that you haven't resolved it in your own head. If you go ahead and you speaking out yourself and you said that you forgave me for that, yet it is still a problem in our relationship, then the problem isn't me, then it's you. And I ain't responsible for it. Wife or not. because I can only do what I can do. Lucy says, whoa, she is telling the truth. Modern women do not support nor assist with keeping a safe space. No, Lucy, you can't open up your goddamn feelings to these modern women. And I'm not saying all women. It's not the truth. But men do not feel like, especially after they didn't have their heart ripped out their chest by telling a woman a secret, and she in the safe space that she's supposed to be can't keep her goddamn mouth shut. Yeah, I said that. What do you bring to the table? Bring a place that I can bring my thoughts to, and you don't beat me over the head with it later. Women can't even answer that goddamn question. You know why? Because they're not capable of doing it. You can't answer that question, then next. T-Mac says agreed about women being emotional creatures. The question then becomes, how are women managing such emotions? Facts, T-Mac. So if you're trying to manage your emotions and you're saying, hey, this thing is unresolved. Listen, if we talked about it, we cried about it, we prayed about it, and you still haven't gotten over it, do not tell me you forgave me yet, man. Do not tell me we can move on if you're going to bring it up later. If you got problems with your emotions, then you need to go talk to somebody. And don't go talk to your girlfriends. It's only going to make it worse. Thank you, T-Mac. Wanda says, stop evading issues by lying and brushing us off. Stop evading issues by lying and brushing us off. Who lying? Let me stop there. Men, if you're trying to lie or evade issues, stop doing that shit. I'm gonna save you, gents. I'm gonna read the rest of your comment, Wanda, but I'm gonna save you guys some time. I'm gonna save you guys a little time. The sooner you get to the point where you're upfront and honest about everything, regardless of the outcome, the better your life is gonna be. It's just better. Even if it hurt that person. Because the worst is losing trust. As soon as you lose trust, then Wanda's original statement, let me go back. Then Wanda's original statement rings true. If I don't have, you might have lost trust in it. A man might lose trust in this situation. But again, it's really hard to gain trust back. And if you can't trust me, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are a woman that is with me and you can't trust me, then don't be with me. If you lose trust from me and you can't be with me, you can't have trust with me, then don't be with me. I'd rather you go. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'd rather a woman go. Just go. I will tell you, I never shed a tear. If a woman tells me she don't trust me and she got to go, then go. Bye. And I don't mean it like that. Sorry, I don't mean bye. Like if you don't trust me, then I would rather us part ways. I would rather us part ways than to deal with you not trusting me. Because a woman in her emotions that doesn't have trust is over. Some of you dudes get in your emotions about not having feelings. You can't trust your lady. Let her go. Stop being angry. Stop getting mad at the other person. If you can't trust her, then you need to end it. What are you staying there for? Deal with it and satisfy our conscience so that we can move past it. It will make the relationship happier and healthier for everyone. Wanda, what you're saying in theory for what's on the screen makes complete and utter sense. Satisfy our conscience. But here's the problem that men have with women. This is why I love having these discussions, y'all. This is the fire. Why is always the last part of the latter part of this thing the most fire part when we talking? But let me get to this. Wanda, everything you're saying, like if you read it, some of you guys could read this wrong, but she's right. Women need their conscience satisfied in certain situations. You can flip it around too, right? Dudes in some cases too. But I'm saying women and their conscience needs to feel satisfied that they can move on. But here's the thing. There's too many women out there where you can never satisfy your conscience fully. And I get it. You got to earn trust back. But at what point do you stop beating me over the head with my past issues? And I'm not even talking about like infidelity or stuff. How long do you keep beating me over the head if I'm making the effort? Then that's on you women. So these are the issues. These are tough issues that people in marriages deal with. And this is the reason why I believe modern relationships can't last, because I do not believe that people today, modern women, some of these dudes out here, these effeminate dudes, people are not built today. And I'm not even saying Gen X ain't built for it neither. But there are people that are not built to sit down and have the tough conversation. Everybody is just like, yo, I got a TikTok mindset, 30-second video mindset. Not everybody's willing to stay in a live chat 2 hours and 11 minutes to have a deep conversation like the one we just had tonight. Because people's mindset ain't, people don't have the attention span, don't have the fortitude to work through things. People just want to give up. T-Mac says, what if men were emotional creatures? The world would end. T-Mac, I will stand and tell you, part of the problem right now with some of these young dudes is you have these women say, well, men need to be more in their emotions. And in certain things we do, if we had a safe space to be there, but we don't feel like we have a safe space. So you have a bunch of effeminate dudes that are in their feelings, and they don't know how to deal with it. You got these young punks out here, as soon as they get in their emotion, they don't know how to handle it, and they want to do dumb stuff. You want to talk about that? The world would end, we're there, bro. If somebody don't teach these young men, being a man ain't about beating down a woman and this, that, and the third. There's so much more to being a man than that. We're not built for it that way. We do need to express our emotions, but that's what you got your boys for. That's what you got places like this for. Thank you, T-Mac, for that. Hold up. Uh-oh. Where am I at? Oh, I was like, man, I messed up. T-Mac says, amen, brother. Let me get back on camera. That woman was spitting fire over there. I was spitting at the screen, like, y'all don't understand. You guys don't understand what I'm talking about. Amen, brother. I had plenty of fights with my spouse in which it was okay when she brought up the past. Yeah, man. If you forgive your man, ladies, forgive him of his trespasses. Now, for you guys that are religious, I'm spiritual, but I know the word. I haven't even looked at it in a while. I'm sure I know it better than some of them heathens out there. But forgive men their trespass as you would have God forgive your trespasses against you. Come on now. Come on, somebody. Exactly, T-Mac. If modern women stay emotional, or if modern men stay emotional, effeminate men culturally, society is doomed, because all women really want is a rugged cowboy. Matter of fact, I always laugh when I see a feminist with a strong dude. You just sold all these women a bill of goods, and look at the guy you ended up with. A man's man. How the hell does that happen? We're denying our nature, and we're telling people that they're wrong for being a certain way. Are there traits of men that can be destructive. Yes, but equally, we're talking about one of the traits of women that's destructive. But we get called toxic masculinity. Nobody ever says toxic femininity, because it doesn't exist, nor does toxic masculinity. You're either a bad person, a good person, you learn good things, you learn bad things, morals, how you was raised, all these things, etc., partridge in a pear tree. You're talking about me spitting fire, you guys are the ones. Oh, damn, where am I at? Oh, there we go. To answer your question honestly, we can do all the talking, counseling, and dating you want. However, a woman feels like she didn't get the answer she wants to hear, it's war. Damn. Hey, young men, you're a young man and you're watching this channel, watching this as a pre-recorded. I want to take that and dissect that a little further. If a woman feels she didn't get the answer she wants to hear, it's war. Now, a rational woman may not get the answer that she wants to hear, but she'll rationalize and realize, am I being irrational for not getting this answer, or am I not asking the right things? Or have we not talked about this? Because sometimes there is no answer. You want to know, you want to hear another truth? There's no answer. I told y'all I'm not perfect. Not perfect. I've done some bad things to good people. And you can ask me, you could be that woman ask, why'd you do it? I have no answer for it. That's never good enough in any argument. I'm gonna let you know right now, it's not good enough. But it's gotta be a reason why. Because in that woman's head, she's trying to rationalize, why would you do this to me? Why me? And I'm telling you, ladies, as a dude, being straight up, there is no fucking rationale behind it sometimes. None. Zero. Zilch. I have no reason. It's not easy to hear. Not even trying to hurt you. Not even trying to hurt you. Some of us men just in the moment, we're just idiots. Ego, pride. I don't know. I have no answer for it now. And I would say that I do my best to try to live a principled life at this age, at this point in my life. I ain't got no answer for it. None. No answer. So when it comes to answering, getting the answer that you want to hear from me, I guess it's gonna be war. Some of you gents out there that find yourself and put yourself in this position, that Wanda here put, if she doesn't get the answer, war. War is the opposite of what men want, which is peace. And just like she may never get her answer, you may never get peace from that woman again. You bringing that fire, bro. I'm trying, man. I'm just speaking facts, bro. My problem with modern women is when they try to speak for us and tell us what we are thinking as a man. I hate that as well. I also hate the overgeneralization of men also. Well, you gotta be careful about overgeneralization of men, because the same could be said about a channel like this. Maybe I'm overgeneralizing women. Where from a woman's perspective, she may say, my experience is that all men are pigs. Now, if you want to go statistically, men and women cheat about roughly the same amount. It's said that the percentage is only like a few percentage difference on men and women cheating. I did this a long time ago on this channel. Do not watch those videos. Those terrible videos. But the other thing is women tend to underreport how much, especially with these modern women today, women tend to underreport their cheating because there's still a little bit of, if I say that I've cheated this much, then I'll come off as a, oh, you are so fine. Ain't my type of height. All right. Who remembers that? Hey, put that movie down in the chat. If you know what movie that was from. Where am I at now? T-Max says the consideration of feelings was always one-sided. I used to feel that way too, You know? I try to balance it where I'm not bitter, so I still talk about what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, but at the same time, I'm cautiously guarded. It's crazy, but this is how most women think. I speak with a lot of women from all walks of life, and this is their outlook. Unfortunately, it cripples the relationship more than it helps. Absolutely, Wanda. Man, listen, I'll tell you something. Wanda had a live stream and she asked some really good questions, and everybody was respectful in the chat, but there were some answers I was like, ugh. You feel that way? And I know people might look at this channel and say, you feel that way? Yeah, I do. But I will always give you the principles that I have and the rationale behind it so you can see why I feel the way I do. It doesn't make it right or wrong, just telling you where I'm at. But it was a very good live stream that Wanda had, which I think you do a lot of those on Tuesdays, right, Wanda? If y'all don't get a chance, subscribe to our channel and just jump in. Some is gonna be fun, some is different things, but the questions she had from last live stream, it was a good live stream. Good live stream. Look, Beyonce sold all women on being, I believe you're saying, being independent, money-making, women-seeking thugs. But Beyonce spent 7 years pursuing, she was white quality for Jay-Z, then proved Kevin Samuels right. High-value men have options. Ooh. You know what I took out of this? You said a lot of facts. There's something that came across my head. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong part of this, but this is what first popped in my head. It made me think about modern women who do not want to talk to the guy, the blue collar worker, busting his tail, making 50 to 70,000 a year, which is kind of slightly, once you get to about the 60 range, you're above average. You're an above average earner after about 55 to 60,000 a year, above average earner. You're not high value, whatever, you're not the whatever, but you're above average earner. And I think about how I saw a clip where these women were on a panel and they don't want the dude working 9 to 5. They want the dude that's like, maybe he's a banker, but he's slinging drugs on the side. This is what we have to choose from. Now, I've heard women say, well, this is what we have to choose from men. I've seen my own daughter's Tinder. I actually did a show on that, and I put some Tinder profiles, and I'm like, God, this is the choices that you have on Tinder? Jesus. I'm not saying it's not bad on both sides. But I think about the ones who like, I want a banker who's a thug. What? yo, dog, man, let me come up in here and let me count this money up in here. You know what I mean? Like I'm good at counting money and stuff. You know, like that's what I did back in the hood. What's my experience? Yeah, you know, like I was the count man. You know, for all the money and stuff that we had. You know, like, you know, I'm real good. I'm real quick on my head, my feet, and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, somebody coming in here trying to take all his money in his bank, I'm just touch him up a little bit. And he's slanging on the side. This dude has a 9-to-5 job. What time he got to sling? Excuse my French. Guess we're not getting monetized. Consideration. Oh, got it. Got it. Got it. Facts. Yes, Tuesday at 7 p.m. we normally have a group of modern day women giving their input on relationships. And listen, there's times I've just turned on Wanda's thing to support her channel like she supports mine. Sorry, I don't really come in there, but I'm watching, giving the you know, the view, and I just can't say anything because I'm busy, right? But and I love the little games. When you do the little games and stuff, that's pretty fun because it brings you back old school. But yeah, no, that last one was pretty fire. Even if y'all go watch the replay, go watch the replay of that one. It's a really good question. Only like an hour long. Not like this one. Modern women pass up their potential soulmate for boy all the time. I don't feel sorry for a lot of women these days. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, at some point, men and women both have to take accountability for their actions, but you can't. You just see it so often. Women keep choosing the wrong dudes. You like, as a dude that has women that I'm like really close friends with, and not now because a lot of them are older. They're not making those same choices. But like years ago, and you're like, why? Why do you keep doing this to yourself? Why do you keep going back to the same dude? I don't get it. Oh, I love him. What about the other dude? Oh, he was boring. This dude had a stable job. This conversation that I just told you about, like me making fun of this is a conversation I had with my daughter. Wait, what? You went with the thug, but you wouldn't go with the dude who has a career? I'm not gonna lie, it's not one of my proudest moments as a dad. It really isn't. T-Max says, modern women, oh, you already, I just said that. God dang it, I'm terrible, y'all. It's not scrolling right. I saw that panel. It's crazy how those women don't care about a man's well-being as long as she gets the resources. It's disgusting that modern women think men are only worthy if he's providing. Yeah, man. You know, there are men out there. I'm gonna use Russell Wilson for example, but I'm talking about men who are even more man, if you want to say manlier than Russell Wilson. And he'll stroke his woman's head. And he'll be the rock she needs. And even those men don't even trust their feelings with their own woman because they feel like in a moment's notice she'll turn and flip it back on him. Sorry, Sean, we all have to have dinner. Really enjoyed the stream, though. I'll leave you playing and support. Have a good night. Oh, you can cut it off. You ain't got to do all that. I'm about to eat this chicken here in a little bit. No, thank you very much. It is what it is. So, yeah, she made a point. We've been going a long time. Let me bring up the question of the day. Question of the day. Why do you think that modern women avoid taking accountability by blaming their problems on men? So women that blame their problems on men, why do you think they avoid taking accountability? Let me know down in the chat below. As I always say, let's get started. right? I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what y'all feel about it. Why do women avoid taking accountability by blaming their problems on men? Valid question. Let's see what y'all still got chats going. Y'all still got chats going on. Okay. Did I miss something? Oh, okay. No, it's all right. Oh, have a good night, Lucy. Also, tell your husband I said hi. Hope y'all have a great dinner. And tell mom I said hi too. Why is my mom sending me stuff right now and I'm on a live stream? I should have just typed, Mom, I'm on a live stream. All right. So that's the question of the day. I want y'all to take time to think about it. Y'all ain't got to leave it here, but y'all can leave it down in the thing below. Okay. Let me see. Am I missing any other chats? Russell Wilson is the backup plan that most modern women aim for when their market value dries up. Man, because that's like Russell Wilson is nice, but he still has resources. So he's too nice because I don't want too nice. But then if my resources dry up, I want a guy like him. He gone. That dude is dating younger. That's the link to last night's live stream. Please check it out, fellas. Got to head out to work. Good night, Sean. Hey, Wanda, thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing, and thank you for for tonight's input. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Have a good night at work as well. All right, gents. Let me go back through and thank everybody. First of all, let me thank Wanda Misamichi. Make sure you go check out her channel. Let me thank my boy T-Mac, who also contributed to the super chat this evening. I want to thank my friend Lucy from Brick Girls Go Stateside. Go check out her and her mom, Julie's channel. You're gonna love it. Let me thank my boy Lucis, always dropping that fire, that hot fire. Who else was up in here this evening? I want to thank my boy Jerome, who also contributed to the super chat. Thank you for giving the $20 super chat. And thank you for teasing me with the crawfish, because you know I ain't got no access to none. Thank you for that. Hungry as hell right now. Just want to show y'all T-Max $5 super chat. Thank you very much again, brother. I also want to thank myself, the Simsational Gent, for telling you guys that the Kevin Samuel song is Your Good Lies. So make sure to go check that out. Did I give myself credit? I just want to show y'all that Jerome contributed. Thank you again. Thank you, Lucis, for contributing to the channel. Thank you for the $5 super chat mark as well, brother. I also want to thank Azrael, the Daywalker, for coming through here on the Simsational Gent. I want to thank Mr. Jackson. Matter of fact, Mr. Jackson only wanted to ask two simple things. Two simple things Mr. Jackson said tonight, and both of them came off the top turnbuckle. Thank you, Mr. Jackson, for being here as always. Who else was up in this house? Who was in the house tonight? Well, you guys cranked it out. That's all the people that was there. For all you guys that were, there we go. For all you guys that came through and didn't leave a chat, I still am grateful that you guys were here tonight, here on the Simsational Gent. As I told you guys, man, these topics right here need to be discussed. We have got to talk about these things, and I appreciate the candid conversation between both the men and the women here, the gents of the Simsational Gent. If you were new to the channel, that's why you want to subscribe to a channel like this, because the chats get lively like this all the time. We lose track of time because there's usually so much to talk about, so many feelings to be expressed. I want to thank you guys for being here today. Thank you to all my guests today. Thank you guys if you're watching this pre-recorded. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon notification next to the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos here on TSG. Just so you guys know, I am currently living out of the country. I am not in the States. I am in Cancun, Mexico, so I'm mixing content. I have some travel content. I have some topic content, because I'm going to keep the legacy of Kevin Samuels going by making sure that we have dialogue between men and women that's going to help us to be better. So I hope you'll be a part of this channel. And until next time, live your best life.